Now here's our flight plan for the rest of the class today. Note that we'll take attendance at the very end of the class. Note that this is the only day we will be taking attendance, and we are doing so only because we have a long waiting list for this class. If students don't come today, their seats will be given to the next student on the waiting list. Attendance will no longer be taken after today, but clearly you must come to fill out your class notes, right? That's half of your proctored exam items. The other half are from your online learning. I just don't police attendance because you are adults. All right, the first item here is ASU email activation. If you have not already done this, be sure to activate your ASU email or you will miss important announcements. This is how I will contact the entire class. Don't want to monitor another email? I totally get it. And it's easy. You can forward your ASU email to your personal email. So see the help desk link on the bottom of our homepage for live help in either activating or forwarding or both, right? Your ASU email. Do make sure to get that activated. If I have to cancel a class or something, I think you would want to know that before you actually traveled in and came to class. Next item of our flight plan here is a quick note about what you should have completed by now, which is everything on your to-do list of prep tasks to complete before the first day of class, located in your very first module. And that includes the 3 prerequisites, right? Remember, once you complete this prep module, all the other weekly to-do lists, including this week's, will unlock and appear for you. So, week 1 is what you'll be starting this week. You should be done with the prep task module. The most time sensitive of your prep tasks is one that is actually titled Urgent, your print book and online software. So your online parts are not assigned in chapter order. So it's important that you label your print book according to our instructions found there in the prep tasks. You are not allowed to use your e-text while taking exams. However, you are allowed to use your print book. As long as you label your print text according to our instructions, it will be a quick, handy reference for use during your proctored quizzes. And as long as you order your print book when instructed there, you should have it for your first quiz. Now, it's not the end of the world if you don't have yours in time because of late enrollment or whatever, but you just may not have one that you can use for the first proctored quiz. The next item on our to-do list is SONA research credits. And you might remember at the end of every to-do list, it tells you where you should be on these. Now we're going to talk about these SONA research credits. These instructions are linked at the end of each one of your to-do lists each week in this class. So you need 4 SONA credits to successfully complete the class. This means that they are not graded, they're just accepted or not. But if you don't complete all 4, you will get an I, an incomplete for the class on your transcript instead of any A, B, or C. Now, if you're getting a D or an E, in other words, failing, you will still get that grade. But if you're getting a passing grade, meaning A, B, or C, okay, you will get an I instead. So you must complete 4 SONA research credits to successfully pass this class. Now, there are 2 options for earning SONA credits. You can participate in studies or do the paper alternative. And again, the to-do list link on the bottom of each of your weekly to-do lists will take you to instructions for both of these options. Now, students tend to prefer option one, the studies. They find them easier and most interesting. But you must be 18 to participate in studies. If you are still under 18, you must do the paper option instead. You will want to click on this SONA research link and just review, and read through the instructions in advance this week. But the SONA study and paper websites are not going to be opening, and studies will not be available until sometime next week. So just read through those instructions so that you know what's coming up and how easy it will be to do them. The first SONA study opportunity is actually going to be what is called an online pre-screening questionnaire. Now, you will want to grab that one if you are of age because, one, it is online, so you can do it from anywhere, right? You don't have to show up to a building on campus. And two, you will likely get more studies to choose from this semester if you take that questionnaire. That one will be up for approximately 1 week only, after which it will disappear and other studies will start posting. So, just read the instructions for option 1 and 2, studies and papers, under the link in this week's to-do list. As you're doing it, then be ready to earn 1 credit each couple of weeks on average once both of the SONA websites open. So there'll be a SONA website for studies and one for papers. And again, instructions right on the bottom of every to-do list linked. You will see on your timeline at a glance that there is a class SONA deadline and a much later ASU SONA final deadline. So if you miss the class deadline, you will be risking accumulating late points. If you miss the final ASU deadline, you will receive an incomplete instead of any passing grade in this class. By the way, some SONA studies will require passcodes over the semester. You will only get some passcodes if you took the pre-screening questionnaire. If you see any listed for which you were not emailed a special passcode with a special invitation, there is no way to get one. So you're going to see some of these, right? You must choose from the others that don't require passcodes then. You can do all 4 of your credits at once as soon as the site opens, if you'd like. And we always have some really amazing students who do that, okay? Or you can do them one every couple of weeks as assigned, as long as you don't get behind of where you should be each week. In our next segment, we will cover how to get an A in this class, our study plan,